Albert Einstein once said that if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Have you ever sat in a room with a doctor or a therapist? They're using complicated terminology, and by the time they're done talking, you're just like, I have no idea what the hell you just said. I will never forget the time that my doctor found 2 masses on my thyroid. At the time, I didn't really know what a thyroid was. All I knew is that if you have a slow thyroid, it's really hard to lose weight. I was terrified, and he was using these 10-syllable words that I didn't understand. He wrote me a script to go get some tests done and then sent me away. I had returned a few days later after one of my tests had come back. And when he came into the exam room, I fell apart. I was like, what are all these tests that I need to do? Am I sick? Masses or tumors? Tumors or cancer? Do I have cancer? What the hell is a thyroid? What is happening? He looks at me and says, I'm going to teach you something. Is it okay if I bring my PAs into the exam room so I could teach them as well? I agree. And then my neck becomes a visual aid in a crowded room. Explains the functions of a thyroid, what it looks like, that it's responsible for more than just your metabolism, why we get these nodules, and why I had been feeling what I was feeling. He stopped talking to me like a medical doctor and started talking to me like a regular person. He made me feel comfortable and safe, and for the first time in 3 days, I felt like I could breathe again. In my mind, I was like, okay, I know what this is, I know the obstacle, and I know what needs to be done. Simple. Now, we all know that our physical health is important. If my doctor had continued treating me like a number, I would have simply just found another doctor. But when it comes to therapy, one bad experience and people swear it off for life. For a lot of people, talking about trauma requires more vulnerability than handing your physical body off to a stranger in a white coat. This is a problem, especially for people who are trying to heal complex trauma. There's only so much that you can do reading books. The problem isn't that some mental health professionals don't understand their field well enough. They're very smart. They've spent a great deal of time and money in their education, board certifications, and licenses. The problem is that some of these professionals lack relatability. They do not know how to talk to you like a regular person to help you understand. My advice is that you stay in your comfort zone in the first session. Keep it light and really feel out the dynamic. You don't want to emotionally exhaust yourself trying out different therapists. The point is to gauge compatibility until you find the right one. I've had my therapist for several years now. They're close to my age, we joke, we use profanity, we set time aside to talk about lighter things. That makes me comfortable to talk about the more serious stuff. Having that relationship as part of my support system has completely changed my life. I wouldn't be the person that I am now or have the career that I have if it wasn't for her years of guidance and her continuous guidance. So consider it, because your mental health is just as important as your physical health.